in starting Trinity, I had no idea what Jesus was going to do. I just knew that he was calling me to be faithful and obedient to try to start this thing. Wally was extremely gracious to not think was crazy. From the minute I said that we would like to try to do this, he's like, let's go.
I think honestly, I hope that they get a true sense of what Trinity's like. That they understand, well, first and foremost, like this isn't a perfect place. It's not a place where everything's, all figured out. But at the same time, it's a place where you see people continually learn and grow. And that's not just the kids.
Congrats to 25 years, first of all, for Trinity. It's been really cool to watch it grow, even just in 3 years, because I graduated 3 years ago.
Where we've been and where we're going. The heart of our school and our commitment to our mission is where we started, and that's where we're at. And I pray that's where we are in the future. I would never want to lose our vision and our mission, because that is who we are at the heart of what we're doing, and that has stayed consistent, and I would never want that to change. So that's where we started, that's where we are, that's where we're going. So it's exciting to think of new opportunities and new space, larger building, larger facilities. But that's never been the heart of who we are, because the heart of who we are is not a building, it's not activities, it's not events. It is the Christ-centered focus of our mission, of the mission of our school.
What I hope for Trinity over the next 25 years is that it stays true to its mission, to offer a challenging education grounded in the Christian faith and the classical tradition, to produce young men and women of virtue, wisdom, purpose, and courage. Really do believe this is an education for life in what happens for our students the entire time.
Thinking about Trinity's next 25 years, I would reflect back on the first 25 years, and there's a lot that would be the same, and the classical education model that has tremendous value, and that will continue to have value. The attachment and promotion of the classical model, I believe that its value will only increase because it will become rarer. If I had to sum up my family's time at Trinity in one word, I think I would go with the word transformative. They were in a period of transformation, but also transformative for my husband and me. We were mature adults when we brought our children to Trinity and entered that community, and we were not looking to be transformed at all. And we were. It pointed us in a specific direction, a very purposeful direction. Joining the Trinity community was completely life-changing for us.
When I think of Trinity in the future, I'm curious, I'm excited, I'm interested to see how it maintains its momentum.
The number one desire that the school would have is to walk in a manner worthy of the call and ask God, what does this school look like? What does the future look like? Because it's his school and only he knows.
It's not about a facility or extra programs that matter as much to us. We really want to see the continued character development, and that the team here always follows that lead.
In the next 25 years, I hope to see Trinity alum walking their grandchildren to school here, wanting to invest in the school that they were able to grow in and passing that down generation from generation. In some ways, it's going to look even older and weirder as we get better at being true and authentic to those classical Christian principles and ideals.
I see Trinity as a very strong, steady, stable, godly organization that this valley really needs. I would love to see it continue to grow, expand in enrollment.
One of the coolest parts about this is they always find a way to improve. And this place has always changed for the better. And there's never been a time when they say, it's enough. We can't do anymore. There's always been a time where they go to parents, where they go to students, and they say, what can we do better?
It's gonna get people wondering, okay, I want to learn more about what's different about this place, because definitely from the advertisements from afar, you could tell it's different. The smiles are more genuine. The way that education is talked about is unique.
I hope I'm here for the 50th anniversary. Let's start there. It's funny because I have the plans for the first little 15th Street campus. Liz always says the playground was the dog run, which is true. I remember years ago saying, I'm saving these plans for the school's 25th anniversary party. And it was so far away. And now here it is. The 50th anniversary is going to happen in the blink of an eye as well.
I think they're talking about a plot of land up there that they're eyeing to see how they can expand there. But because there is a need, and when there's a need and the Lord places that on your heart, she's pursuing that in faith. And so I have no doubt that Trinity will continue to grow.
It has been my great privilege to be involved in helping create the master plan for this campus. It is a comprehensive plan. It's an incredible plan. It is a big plan, and we are taking it a bite at a time. In the next 25 years, it would be incredible to have all of it happen. We're going to start with these science labs, with this renovation, and then next we're going to aim for our own gymnasium and event center, and somewhere where all of our students can be in chapel together inside, away from any sort of rain, but also being able to worship and celebrate together. A full CIF court, but we'll also have a theater, and students can be practicing orchestra in their own classroom and close the stage while basketball is practicing, and we'll be able to have an outdoor theater space, and we'll be able to go even farther down the line where one day we have more office spaces and media center and a library, and eventually ending up with its own performing arts space, and it is going to be an incredible campus. All of it will be done by fundraising. Nothing is going to come out of tuition to be able to pay for these buildings. We are actively currently fundraising for the whole first phase of our capital project. It's been quite an honor to be able to help plan for that future. I'm excited for the things that my own kids will see, and I'm excited for what the next generation will be able to see and experience.
Why, as a community, I feel like we can have the confidence that this is the next step. Everything that's been accomplished thus far, everyone's generosity and faithfulness to get our school to this place, this is what is next for our students and for their learning and how they experience their learning. Today's generosity impacts our students in the future in so many ways, just like those who have gone before and impacted our community with so much generosity. This generation is benefiting greatly from those who gave before them. In so many ways, they don't even know what people choose to invest now. Not only blesses our current students, but those who are going to come. It's made such a difference in families' lives, in children's lives, in their learning and their capacity. My hope is if Trinity, over the years from whenever you were a part of our community, if it has meant something to you, your family, or your children, that you might consider investing in our future and our next 25 years and be a part of what God is continuing to do.
I would tell a prospective Trinity parent, this school is not just going to grow your child's mind, but it'll grow their heart as well and their soul. And that it's not just about the grades that you earn here or how many math problems that you can do, but it's about who you are as a person. We're able to go into a dark world and shine the light of Christ, but also be highly educated so that we can have adult conversations at a young age.
I think the classical model is on fire right now. This is the answer that a lot of parents are looking for. And I hope word is getting out because Trinity is definitely the answer. And I feel like that's being known. We're not learning a new curriculum every year. We're learning a curriculum that's been passed down for thousands of years. There's a lot of good faith to that, and I hope that parents are seeing that, and I think that they are.
This is a tremendously worthwhile investment that will help equip your child to be a curious and well-equipped Christ follower throughout the rest of their life. I think as they watched me grow and be able to engage my parents even as peers in spiritual and professional conversation, and even to share things with them that I was learning, the return on investment became apparent.
In an atmosphere that doesn't tell you what to believe, but it invites you to ask, what should I believe? And it guides you through that process.
To me, I think the most impactful thing we could say to another set of parents who are questioning whether or not to send their son or daughter here is that undoubtedly the staff and administration and teachers are going to be having the best for your individual child.
Understand what our ultimate goal is, that being create good people. And do you want your child in a place that is primarily focused on creating good people? Academically strong, yes. College acceptances, yes. But at the forefront, good people. It seems like a certainly worthwhile thing.
It's a very integrated place, and that can also be a familial term, because when you think of a family, you're meshing all these different personalities, but they have the same last name, they have the same family goal, the same blood, so that's gonna unify them in a lot of ways. And I think it's similar because of its size, but also its values that all of the faculty believe in. They're not just here to work, they're here because they believe in it. It unites everyone together in a really unique way. And I also think that the education is something that you can't find anywhere else, and its long-term impact, the lens that I think through in college, it's all from Trinity. Like, I remember being a student here, I could literally feel the things that I didn't care about before change before my eyes. Like, even the value of reading, that didn't change until after all my years in Trinity. I didn't realize how much I loved it until I was a senior. It's something that when the kids go home to their parents, they will see a difference week after week. Yeah, and it's definitely a leap of faith, but I definitely think it's one I could say, having gone through everything, is so rewarding.
I would tell parents who are not sure about Trinity or about taking that plunge that this is a school that cares about unfitting your students for every kind of bondage and slavery and ignorance. That we don't want students to be stuck, to be beholden to be enslaved by vice, by bad habits, by a vision of who they could be that's frankly way too small for who God has them to be.
You want a school that is invested in finding your child's purpose for life and making sure that they're virtuous. This is the only place that can happen. And so I think that that's why Trinity is so important.
As we think about passing the baton, when the Lord calls us to do that through what He's allowed in the last couple of decades plus, already has paved the way for those that will carry it on, hopefully what He desires in our mission and our culture and our school for the next generation. He was gracious to give us the idea and let us start it, but good Lord, there's so many people that have said yes and who made such a difference in children's lives, and hopefully that has grown great roots. Those that will come next will carry it on. feel confident.
Yeah, pass the baton of Trinity to folks who will understand that this is the Lord's school.
I hope that they see that Christ is at the center. It's not getting any easier to keep Christ at the center. It takes perseverance, it takes bravery, it takes commitment to stand for something. It's easy to stand for nothing. So I hope all the leaders that come after me and us continue to hold true to the commitment that we have today.
I'm good with that. All right, it's a wrap. Thank you. Thank you.